Welcome to High School Football Game Night, presented by Scenic Cable Network and Production. Now, here's tonight's game.
Hello and welcome to Redview Stadium. We're at Knowledge Field tonight where the Dothan Tigers take on the Northview Cougars.
Here are your Cougars!
For the 34th time. Hi, I'm Mick Kirkland along with Coach Wayne Parrish. And Coach, it's good to have you here tonight.
Glad to be here, Mitt. Exciting. It's a nice crowd. Great weather. Balloons going up in the air. Everything's just fantastic.
I know you've had the opportunity to experience this game from the sideline and in the booth. So just reflect on some of your thoughts of the game.
Well, it's a tremendous rivalry. We started it off, of course, in 1978, and we were the visiting team. Northview was, and of course, I've coached at Northview and Dothan High, and so I'm chairman of the school board now, so I'm for both teams. But we just started off with a great rivalry. Northview won the first game 13-7 with about a minute and 31 seconds left through a touchdown pass to win the ball game, and it started from there, and it's been a great rivalry ever since. And hopefully we keep it in perspective. It's just a great rivalry. It's just a great football game. It should be, and it's been a friendly rivalry over the years. When the game's over, it's over, and hopefully we can keep it that way.
And Coach, what's pretty amazing about this classic here, Dothan leads 17-16.
How about that?
It has been pretty much matched up over the years. A couple of years ago, they were tied up last year they were tied up at 16 apiece, and Dothan won last year.
Right.
And Northview won 4 years in a row. They haven't won since 2008, but they won the previous 4 games, I believe.
Well, Dothan High, when I was there, the first 13 years, Dothan High got on the streak of winning 4 years in a row, and so, it was it's just one of those things. But it's some of them, ups and downs. But I didn't really like the game too much because it was Dothan High, and I didn't really want to beat them. I'd rather beat Enterprise than I had Dothan High. So can't wait. Kickoff's lining up a bit, and they're fixing to go. So can't wait to get it started.
So Dothan will be receiving, and Northview kind of kicks a short kick, and it's taken at the 30-yard line by number 1 for the Tigers, and there's nothing there. And so Dothan will be starting at their own 30-yard line.
The pooch kick to the left, and I think Northview was trying to get a kind of a semi-onside kick. And Dothan High fielded, and they had a lot of hustle by Northview and right there on it. So really good play to start with. And you start looking at the tackles. We've got the starting the same defensive front starting for Northview from Tyler Ratliff is the nose guard anyway. Dothan High starts off in a pro set.
They hand the ball off to Joseph Peterson. He goes up the middle and picks up about 3. For the Dothan offense, the key players you can look for, number 11, D.D. Thomas, who is one of the leading players in the region. He had a spectacular game last week against Enterprise.
Outstanding running back, no question about that. And Dothan High has a tremendous offense. They're in a pro set with 2 split ends to start with, and run an I, just a regular power play. Now they're shifting, and
so they give it to Peterson. He throws it back to Thomas, and Thomas is going to be sacked behind the line. He loses about 8.
That was an old-timey flea flicker. Ran the lead play, flicked it back to the quarterback, and the wide receiver was open deep for a few yards, and Northview got to him before he got it off. So great play by the Northview defense to make it 3rd and real long.
We were talking about Thomas. He had 224 yards rushing last week and 130 yards passing. So and this year he's accounted for about 1,652 yards rushing and passing with 15 touchdowns, 6 rushing and 6 rushing TDs and 9 passes.
Yeah, outstanding athlete, no question about that.
Thomas is going to get it back to almost the original line of scrimmage. A great defensive stand that time by the Cougars.
They ran a kind of a wheel route to the left. Dothan High did. Had the inside receiver wide open, but the pass rush got to him before the quarterback could see the wide receiver open. So Northview came out with a great, it takes coverage and rush, and the rush really paid off that time for Northview. So I don't know who made the tackle. I reckon we need to start working on that.
And Dothan fakes the punt. And that's Bernard McGee. He breaks it loose, and he gets down into Northview territory, down to the 44-yard line.
Northview peeled back. They must have caught it on film. Northview peeled back and didn't check the punter. And if they didn't check the punter, he pulled it down and took off and got a first down. Great call by the offensive coach for our coach White for Dothan High. Bernard to the right and split into the left.
Bernard McGee, he has had an outstanding year this year for the Dothan Tigers. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Thomas looks, and he gives it over to Stratton, and Stratton picks up a couple of yards down to about the 41-yard line.
Making the play for Northview, Stephen Spivey. We'll get that settled down right now. He made the initial tackle on that play. So all that was a little flare out to the left, and Spivey did a good job of coming in and sealing the play.
So it brings up a 2nd and 7 for the Tigers of Dothan.
Trip to the right, split it to the left.
Thomas hands it off to Stratton. He goes up the middle, and he's going to be stopped shy of the 35.
That's just a midline option play, and he gives it to him up the middle and reads it, and he decided to give it to him, and it got a pretty good yardage, so it makes it 3rd and about 3 or 4. Spivey again on the play along with Tyler Rivers, and
so it's 3rd and about 3 for the Tigers. The ball at the 36-yard line. This is the opening drive of the game between the Dothan Tigers and the Northview Cougars. Thomas, and it's incomplete. It was intended for number 21, Jeremy Sappho, so it will bring up 4th and 3.
They just ran a flood route to the right, and the deep receiver went real inside receiver went real deep. The outside receiver ran a flare pass out of the backfield on the flats, and he had him open and just couldn't quite pick him up. Again, it's 4th down. They're going for it. Dothan High's not holding back. Double twins.
Stratton in the backfield with Thomas. Thomas looks, and he keeps it, and he's got some running room, and he picks up the 1st down, and he's going to take it down to about the 25, a gain of about 9, so it's enough for a Dothan 1st down.
That time he dropped back to pass and saw it wasn't open and just took off and ran with it. And I'm trying to think who made the tackle. It's so hard to read these numbers. Maybe.
So Dothan gets another 1st down on 4th and long.
Got a 1st down and 10. Dothan's in twins to the right with really an unbalanced line to the no, it is twins to the right with I formation.
They hand the ball off to Peterson, and he drives forward near another Dothan 1st down.
And Pre-Show Brown makes the play along with Gunnar Peters. So it's a 2nd down and short. Just ran just an I formation with a lead play is all they ran, and like Marquez White back there. He's a free safety back there also. No, that's Gunnar. Gunnar will make the tackle.
Peterson has rushed for 488 yards in 7 games. He missed 1 game with an injury. So with timeout on the field, the score is Dothan nothing, Northview nothing. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
We got any kind of...
Okay, yeah, stand by. That's, I think that's another timeout call. So we have 7:20 left in the 1st, and we have no score. And we were talking about both of these teams, Coach, and Dothan's on the offense, and we talked about some of their key players. Thomas, who has rushed for 659 yards and thrown 6 TDs, and he's passed for almost 1,000 yards, 993 yards with 9 touchdowns. And Thomas leads the region in passing and total offense, and he's ranked 7th in the state. Now, Peterson has 488 yards rushing in 7 games. The thing about Peterson, he goes both ways. He's ranked number 1 in sacks scoring and tackles in the region. And also wide receiver Bernard McGee has 29 receptions for 593 yards, 7 touchdowns. McGee leads the region in receiving and is second in scoring and fourth in 6A in the state. So they have some weapons. Now Northview this year, even though they've only won 3 games, but they put some points on the board. They put up 49 points in 2 games so far this year. So they're a very capable team led by Jalen Harris.
A twin to the right in an I formation, an offset I. D.D. Thomas, the quarterback. And
Thomas takes the snap. He finds McGee open. McGee picks up a few yards. And I think he should have enough for the first down. He's going to be pretty close if not.
He got it. It's just a quick pass out to him and put a little move on him, got 3 or 4 extra yards, so it's first down on the 15 and heading in. Dothan High's had 2 or 3 really good plays on second and third down to longer yardage. That was a short yardage then to make the play. They're moving around on offense. They have a lot to look at. You've got a lot to cover for. You got an I formation.
They hand the ball off to Peterson. He goes up the middle, and he's stopped at the short gain, if any.
Just a pro set I to all that is. Ran the lead play, power play inside, and picked up a couple yards.
That time the Northview defense did a good job of closing up the hole to deny Peterson extra yards.
That's Trey Balcom, number 59 on the play. I believe that's Satchel Foster.
So it brings up a 2nd and 8 for the Tigers. Thomas keeps it, and he's going to be hit inside the 10 at about the 8.
Trying to throw the ball, play action pass, and pull it down, obviously, and got a few yards out of it, and makes it 3rd and about 4. They've came up with some big 3rd and 4th down plays.
They really have. So the ball is at the 8-yard line of Northview. It brings up 3rd and about 3.
They're just in a 2 tight end set this time, power set.
They have McKissick in the backfield. And that time they handed off to Peterson.
Stephen Spivey broke loose in there. I thought he might get him for a loss, but he good hard running, got him a couple extra yards. It makes it 4th and short.
Let's see if they're going to measure. It looks pretty close. Where do they have to get to the 5?
Get to the line, yeah, almost to the line. And I thought it looks like they're there from here, but really can't. That must be a little bit short.
So Dothan goes for another 4th down. They've converted on 2 4th downs. They give it to Peterson. He goes up to the middle, and he gets the first down, and he's going to be stopped just shy of the goal line.
They run that power play, the three of the 4 downs here, and picking up 3 or 4 yards at a time, and coming right at Spivey and them on Northview and Tyler Rivers, Northview's defense, and so now it's 1st and goal. Just 2 tight ends in with old power game, just coming right at you.
So the ball is at about the 1-yard line. Thomas hands it off to Peterson, who takes it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Really good drive by Dothan High. Just a power play, the last play before they scored, and they took the ball on the 30 and they marched 70 yards. Had 3 or 4 really big, a couple of 4th down, 2 4th down plays, 1 3rd down play. Just an outstanding drive by Dothan High. But I thought Northview's defense played hard. If they just hang in there and don't give up, Dothan High didn't make any mistakes.
Well, the key play in that drive was the fake punt.
Yeah.
Northview wasn't prepared for a fake, and McGee faked the punt, and he was able to pick up a 1st down and more to keep this drive going.
Absolutely. Extra point try. Good.
So the extra point is good, and Dothan goes up by a score of 7-0, and Northview will be.
Number 9.
Who's the kicker there, Mitt?
I didn't get his number, but I think his name is Well, I'm not sure, Coach. We'll find out. So Dothan scores on their first drive to take a 7-0 lead, and Northview will be going on offense. Back deep for Northview is number 8,
Jalen Harris.
And I don't see the other number. We'll get it in a minute. From what we're seeing, sometimes it's just a little hard to.
These numbers on Northview are really hard to pick up.
See the numbers.
You see right up on them, you can see them from a distance. You can't tell.
A good kick, and it goes into the end zone, so it's going to be a touchback.
Kennington easy with other person back deep then. And,
so Northview will be starting at their own 20. Now Northview, we were talking about earlier, you know, even though they've only won 3 games this year, but they have won 2 games really big, putting up a lot of points. They beat Rehoboth 49-12 and Walton County 49-13. So they're very capable of scoring. They're led by Jalen Harris. Harris keeps it, goes up the middle and picks up about 3.
And then he just put a man in motion, faked the speed sweep, and he kept the ball and pulled it on in there and went with it. And pulled it down and went with it. Jalen Harris is still at the quarterback. Now they're in quads to the left.
So it brings up 2nd and 7 for the Cougars.
Trying to get Dothan High off balance there when they did. And
Harris passes the ball out, and it's complete, and we have a flag. It's complete over to number 9 for the Cougars.
We don't have a number 9.
Adrian Brooks.
Adrian Brooks is number 9. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 9 is Adrian Brooks. He was one of winning motion to go fake the sweep to. Sending in Jonathan Carmichael, number 16, is going in.
Carmichael's a big target. He's tall, and if you can get a fade pass to him, you may be able to get something going there.
He's a really good receiver. He's got a motion penalty, bring it all back. So it makes it second and long. Northview, somebody lined up wrong or moved. So here we go back to double twins to one side, really trips to one side, and twins other, no backs. Spread offense totally.
So it makes it a 2nd and 20 for the Cougars. Harris drops back, looks, he's got some time, and he goes for Carmichael, and it's incomplete.
Just a really deep end route, and threw it over his head, makes it 3rd and long.
So Northview started off at the 20, and
good
that
job.
Penalty really hurt them.
Now Cameron Melton was defending him. Good job of defending him. Him and Bernard McGee, the senior free safety, were back there covering.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and 20.
Jalen Harris back in there, still at quarterback.
Harris drops back, and he hits Carmichael on the screen, but not much there.
Faked the lead, faked up play action pass screen, and looked like had a pretty good play going. Had one guy missed the block there and didn't quite do it, so it makes it 4th and long. So the first series of the ball game, offensively, Northview gets stymied, and the first series, Dothan takes it all the way.
So we're down to 3 minutes, 23 seconds left in the first. Dothan leading 7-0.
John Hutto punting for Northview. And we got back deep. Who we got deep?
That's Milton deep for Dothan. A good punt.
Kicks it away from him. Milton's trying to pick it up, and he does. And
he's got some running room, and he spins out of a tackle, and he's going to be taken down at about the 40.
A real good job of picking it up and coming back. He almost broke it. Had a really good tackle there. I'm trying to think who made the tackle there. Number 7, it looks like Cameron Marson made that play Valmuth. Valmuth was down there along with Morrison, made that play.
So Dothan will be starting in excellent field position. They spotted the ball at the 37.
Three down on 56, 66.
Okay. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the 37-yard line of Northview.
Dothan gives it on a speed sweep, and
that was number 10 for the Tigers, Irvin Stratton.
Fontaine Stratton, senior. Good speed sweep. Northview did a pretty good job of covering it. Defensive line looks like we got.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and about 6. Ball at the 33. And Dothan has come in with a different quarterback. Adrian Kirkland actually took that snap, and Kirkland's in now. And Dothan wants a timeout. So with 2:06 left in the first, the score is Dothan 7, Northview nothing. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. 2nd and 6 for the Tigers. The ball on the 33-yard line. They're leading 7-0 over the Northview Cougars.
Right. Mel Truitt's a nose guard. Dothan High in a spread formation with an offset eye. Put the man in motion. Stafford in motion.
Stratton, and he breaks a couple tackles, and he picks up the first down and moves it down to the 15-yard line.
Fontaine Stratton does good job then, just an option play, put it in there, and did a really good job.
A gain of about 18. So it will be 1st and 10 for the Tigers of Dothan. Thomas is back in the game. Kirkland took a couple of snaps.
Take a quarterback.
Thomas and Stratton.
Saffold in motion.
They give it to Stratton. He gets to the. Oh, and Dothan fumbles the ball. I thought it handed to Stratton, but Northview recovers the fumble. A big break for the Cougars.
Play action pass, and going to try a little trickery there, I think, of some kind. And I couldn't really tell exactly what went on, but they fumbled the ball, and Northview got right on it. So that really helped Northview's feelings there. Ball on the 22-yard line, and they got a first down. So gives Northview a little momentum here. Dothan High made a mistake. They hadn't made many. They made a mistake.
And when I was looking up some of the stats today, and if the stats are correct that I have, I think Dothan's only lost one fumble this entire year. And Northview fumbles the ball. You can't.
Just got a bad snap, low. He didn't handle it. Needs to pick those up. Didn't handle it, and it's just, you can't recover something and making a mistake right back. That's
right.
What you're trying to say.
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't get it out, Coach.
And that's okay. They just that was a good time for them to get a little momentum, grab a little momentum, and they might have taken themselves away from it.
Yeah, what Northview needs to do is kind of settle down and get into
a rhythm.
A rhythm. Yeah, you're exactly right. So far they've been out of sync. So Harris keeps the ball and looked like he was going to have some running room, but he's taken down as he crossed the 10-yard line. They're going to spot him down at about the 12.
Option play, and he kept the ball then. Harris did, picked up. Had pretty good blocking up front, with Hutto and Henson and some of those guys up front. Valmuth, fairly good blocking up front. Just looked like they half a step away from really pulling something off here. Double twin again.
3rd and long for the Cougars.
Kelly Blocker, the running back on this side, that's kept on the wing. Put Jarris Barner in motion.
Harris looks, and he finds an open receiver, and it's complete.
I believe that's easily, I believe.
Yeah, that was number 81.
That's Kendra Martin, junior wide receiver. Really good catch, and I tell you what he did. He put his hand down and got a little more extra yardage, which really helped. So it made it, now it's going to make it 3rd and about 5.
A good gain on the play, Coach.
Don't bring it back with a penalty, and that's what they're doing.
Penalty, repeat 3rd down.
So Northview, whenever they make a play tonight so far, they've been called for penalties. They're actually hurting themselves.
Kicking themselves right back in the foot.
After recovering the Dothan fumble, they made a bad snap, and then on that play they were called for holding, so it moves them back inside the 10.
Makes it 2nd and long again. 3rd and long.
3rd and long, right.
They must have lost it down. I think we lost that anyway.
Harris. And he's going to be dropped at about the 1-yard line.
So they recovered a fumble mid, had a chance to really operate on about the 20. Had 2 or 3 penalties, bad snap, things like that. Now they're 4th on the 1-foot line, on their own 1-foot line, going to give the ball back to Dothan High in good field position, unless Hutto really booms one.
And that's one thing that has hurt the Cougars all year. They have made some mistakes that have been costly. So we're at the end of 1, and the score is the Dothan Tigers 7 and Northview Cougars nothing. We'll be back with 2nd quarter action after this timeout. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Okay, what you're seeing here are the Teachers of the Year nominations. So we're getting ready for action. And Northview are going to have to punt out of their own end zone.
On 1-foot line.
And he gets off a high punt.
Pretty.
And goes to number 2, Melton, and he's going to be stopped.
Might be a hold in there. Might back Dothan High. They might come out pretty good. Northview this thing, but a pretty decent punt and pretty good coverage.
Right, it was.
I think Marquez White made the tackle on that and did a good job when he turned it in. I don't know if it was White or it might have been Pre-Show Brown made the tackle.
The officials are discussing it.
Number 2, Cameron Melton. He's stopped by number 7, Cameron Moore. 2, Trey Brown, and number 54, Richie Bowman.
Okay, the call is against Dothan, so it wound up being a good punt for Northview.
Really good punt there.
So Dothan will be starting on the Northview 49.
Trips to one side, split into the other.
Thomas, he hands it off to Stratton, and nothing there.
Again, Spivey made the play along with Pre-Show Brown. Did a good job. Both of them were bringing the linebackers. He was bringing the linebacker there, and he did a good job of bringing the linebackers where the play was going. Also was that was Tyler Rivers, 41 Tyler Rivers. And
so it brings up 1st and 10 for the Tigers, 2nd and 10. And they get it over to Kirkland. Kirkland cuts back to the middle, and he gets a Dothan 1st down.
That was a quick screen then, mid. And he had it set up pretty doggone good. He broke back to the middle, cut to the outside, and I think a Pre-Show Brown made a really good play to stop to keep it from scoring.
So it brings up a 1st and 10 for the Tigers. The ball at the 36-yard line.
Trips to the right, one back set. Just a sprint out option play.
Timeout. Yeah, timeout. So we have a timeout on the field with 10:54 left in the first half, and the score is Dothan 7, Northview nothing. You're watching the Phoenix Sports Network. First and 10 for the Tigers of Dothan. This is their third drive of the game. They scored on their first, and they fumbled on the second drive, and it's their third possession. Thomas. And it's incomplete, and it was because of the pressure put on by number 41 for Northview.
Tyler Rivers. He set up. They got they're in a what I call a 50 front or odd front, and he defensive end from the outside and came rushing from the outside. And Dothan High didn't pick him up. He delayed and came in as a really good stunt, and came in and rushed the pass and tried to find a quick post over here and just couldn't quite get it off.
So it's the 2nd and 10.
But back to the same thing. They got an odd man front. Tyler's coming again.
Thomas hands it off to Stratton, and he gets across the 30. He's got some running room. He cuts back to the middle, and he's going to be taken down at the 12.
Just a straight dive play off left tackle, and picked up some good running. And he did a good job down the sideline, and Marquez White and Cameron Marson over there to make the play.
That was a gain.
No, excuse me, and that's Odarius Rhymes over there to make the play.
Gain of about 14 by Fontaine Stratton. So it's a 1st and 10 at the 11. Thomas, he keeps it, and he's going to get near the goal line. He's going to be stopped just shy of the goal line.
Just an option play and faked the speed sweep and pulled it down and kept it and got down about the 1 foot line. And Trey Balkin make the play number 59, and along with Spivey and Rivers.
So it should be enough for a first down. It is, and it's 1st and goal for the Tigers. McGee.
In the power offense, 2 tight ends with an offset eye. He fumbles the ball.
He picks it up and dives over for the touchdown. Thomas.
He fumbled it then, Mitt, and then he did a good job of not losing discipline and picked it up and just dived over. But he touched the knee.
I think they're gonna say he was down. He was down.
He put his knee down to pick the ball up.
Right. So no touchdown.
Yeah.
The ball was down at the 1. So we'll bring up 2nd and goal for the Dothan Tigers. They're leading 7-0 over the Northview Cougars. This is the 34th meeting between these two teams. Dothan has a 1-game edge, 17-16. Thomas hands it to Peterson. He takes it in from 1 yard out for his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Just a power lead to the left. Peterson coming off left tackle. Big 71 and 78 for Dothan High. Aaron Thomas and Daniel Hill. Both of them came off the football really good, along with Bryant Griggs, offensive lineman. Those 3 linemen on the left side did a pretty good job of coming off the football.
And so Dothan scores again with 9:44 left in the first half.
Gage Sanders snapping the ball. He's a linebacker that snaps. And the number 9 kicker for Dothan High is Taylor Griswold. He's kicked 2 pretty good extra points.
Extra point is up and good. So Dothan takes a 14-0 lead with 9:44 left in the first. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
Taylor Griswold did a good.
So Dothan prepares to kick the ball off after the 1 yard touchdown run.
Front guys up there, Jay Goslin, Grayson Medford, Muth, and the front lineman.
And that's the 12th touchdown for Peterson. Good return out to the 25 by number 23 for the Cougars.
Kennington Easley. Kennington easily coming out there with the ball. So lineman Hutto 75, 56 is of course Hutto. Valmuth is 54, and the left tackle is Henson.
Harris. He hands the ball off, and they moved the ball out to near the 30-yard line.
Grayson Medford, 63. Christopher Cooper is a sophomore offensive lineman, right tackle.
That was a block on the carry. Harris. And a good pass on the slant to number 81, and he couldn't hold on to it. That was Kendra Martin. But it was a good call and a good pass, Coach.
Absolutely. Good pattern. Just drop the ball. That's all right. You know, they just need to get a little – they need, like he said earlier, they need to relax and play football and get themselves right back in the ball game. It's just 14-7. Plenty of time to come back and do things and settle down a little bit. Cooper and Henson are the tackles. Hutto and Medford the guards. Valmuth is the center.
Harris takes the snap. And it's complete.
Easily.
And it's a first down.
That's a good job. Good curl route, deep curl route. Came back and hit the seams real well. And Jalen threw a strike. Beautiful play.
Easily is one of Jalen's favorite targets.
All they have to do is just relax. Now they're in quad to the left. They've shook Dothan up a couple of times with this. They lined up wrong a minute ago. But then quad to the left, and like the left tackle almost in the backfield.
Northview picks up that first down of the game in their best field position. Harris keeps it, and he's going to be hit after a gain of about 2.
Looks like the left defensive tackle for Dothan High got hurt. I saw he got whiplashed there on his leg, and he got pushed and got whiplashed. Maybe it's not too bad. Looks like it's on his shin. I saw him actually do that. So he was rushing in, and he got pushed by the offensive lineman, which is a legal play, but then he fell and got whiplashed.
So with 8:23 left in the second, the score is Dothan 14, Northview nothing. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Number 90 for Dothan being carried off the field.
Looked like he got whiplashed. I saw it mid the whole time, so he I hope it didn't get his knee, but I don't know where he got whiplashed. You know, his foot came around and hit somebody.
Latrell Lee. So it's 2nd and 8 for the Cougars.
Northview in a double twin. And ran an option play, and Jalen gives it and didn't pick up much there. Makes it 3rd and long.
That was Blocker.
Haley Blocker running the ball. No back set. No huddle. Quick, trying to run quick. Dothan High is trying to get lined up in a hurry.
Harris. He gets off the pass, and it's going to be out of bounds.
Just a deep fly pass, a stop and go, and had to be a perfect pass. Dothan High had it defended real well. Did a really good job of defending. It was number 6, I believe, for Dothan High, Nicholas Martin, defensive back there to the left. Did a really good job of coverage.
So Northview is going forward on 4th and about 7. Well, they faked it. So flags were flying everywhere.
They were in motion. They have to be set, and I think one of the linemen wasn't set. Once you put your hand down, you can't be pulling back up. And one of them put their hand down.
So they'll have to punt.
Yeah. Once an offensive lineman puts his hand down on the ground, he can't pull his hand up. Now, a tight end can, or a wide receiver, but not an interior lineman. So one of them put their hand down and pulled it up, and that caused the motion play.
Back deep for the Tigers is number 2, Gabriel Melton.
Hutto kicking again. Line shot, kicking it out of bounds. Wasn't a very good kick that time. Went out of bounds on about the 35-yard line. So Dothan will take over on 35. With 7 minutes and 26 seconds left in the quarter, leaving 14-0.
We'll see what the Tigers come out and do this time. Last time they put together a 49-yard drive to score on a 1-yard touchdown run by Joseph Peterson. That was his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 for the season.
It's a flare pass out to the right, and the cornerback for Northview comes up good.
Kirkland picks up about 15.
Yeah, the defensive back for Northview did a good job of coming up, but just didn't make the tackle. Left corner did a good job of covering it. Everybody was in a good place, but like I said, just didn't make the tackle.
So that will move the ball on the Northview side of the field down to the 49-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. 7 minutes, 11 seconds left in the first half. The Dothan Tigers leading the Northview Cougars by 14. That time they had Stratton tied up in the backfield, and he let him go and didn't wrap up, Coach, and he picks up a first down.
Got to grab cloth, Mitt, and hold on.
They had him stopped.
Yeah, you got to grab cloth, though. You can't just hit him. You got to grab cloth and hold on. And that's not what they did, and he picked it up, went around the end, and did a good job. Marshall did a good job of cutting him off on the running him out of bounds. Trips to the left again.
Northview wasn't set that time, and, well, we have a flag. That was a gain of 8 by Stratton.
False start on the offense, 5-yard penalty.
Got to be set a second. I thought they were. But anyway, it's 2nd and 7. Get a 5-yard penalty on them. They're trying to catch Northview right with changing people out and moving people around.
So it brings up a 2nd and 7 for the Tigers of Dothan. And we have some movement.
Flag on the play.
False start, offense, 5-yard penalty.
Now Dothan seems to be making a couple of mistakes.
Right, so Dothan is called for 2 penalties in a row to back them up 10 yards, so it brings up 2nd and about 12.
Dothan gets stripped to the left, single back, twins to the right, no back set. 2nd and long. Northview's trying to adjust everybody.
Thomas is being flushed out of the pocket, and a good play that time by number 35, number 32.
Trey Brown. Trey Brown made that tackle on him and did a really good job of chasing him down. A great tackle in open field, and makes it 3rd and long.
The Northview defense have come up with a couple of big plays tonight. They just offensively, they haven't been able to put together or sustain any kind of a drive. So Dothan is 3rd and 17.
Trip to the left and motion to the quads to the left.
Thomas hits Kirkland on the screen, and Northview does a really good job of picking it up.
If he could have hesitated then and cut to the outside, he might have did pretty good yardage. He got a for Northview, I think it was
number 59, Trey Balcom.
Trey Balcom made that play. Balcom made that play. He's a nose guard for them. Did a good job of staying at home. Dothan High is punting with 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in the half on their own 47.
That was actually a very good defensive series for the Cougars.
Absolutely. Good punt, beautiful punt.
And the ball will fall dead inside the 10-yard line at about the 8.
It'll be first and 10 for Northview with 5:23 left in the half and 14-0. And Northview needs a good drive. Same offensive lineman coming out there. Hutto, Cooper, Medford, and Henson, and Balmuth. Wide receivers are easily and I can see right now. And of course, Tom Harris in the backfield.
Harris keeps it, and he gets across the 10 to about the 12.
Kelly Blocker was back in the backfield. He faked too and pulled it down. Didn't pick up a whole lot, but
picked up about 3.
About 3, so 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Harris had 3 touchdown runs, runs of 10, 13, and 31 yards in Northview's win over Walton County. So he's a very capable player, very athletic.
Double twin. Barner in motion.
And it's complete over to number 23.
Easy. Good blocking out there. Jarris Barner tried to block for him along with Caleb Easley. Both of them were working on trying to stay. They stayed with the man fairly good, and Easley didn't pick up much on that play, but makes it 3rd and about 2 though.
3rd and short for the Cougars. We're down to 4 minutes, 23 seconds left in the first half. They're trailing Dothan 14-0. Harris keeps it, but he's going to be short of the first down. Dothan did a really good job of penetrating the Northview line.
Did number 88 for Jonathan Grand, line defensive number 80 or 80. Franklin Williams, and I believe it's who it was on the play.
So it brings up a 4th down. Back deep for Dothan is Melton.
Hutto punting it one more time.
Northview has been backed up in their own territory all night. Hutto gets off a good kick. Melton takes it at the 50. And he is hit hard at the 35.
Morrison making that tackle. Cameron Morrison saved a touchdown there. He had a good momentum there. If he got past Morrison, he might have gone somewhere.
So Dothan will be starting in Northview territory again. First and 10.
Shift to no back set. Dothan High does.
Thomas. And he finds Kirkland open. Kirkland dodges a couple of defenders, and he could go, and he takes it all the way.
Beautiful pass and catch by Kirkland. A deep seam route, and he makes a great throw. Beautiful throw, set in the pocket. I was going to say a minute ago, if he just sat in the pocket and give himself a little time, he's going to complete something, and he did. And it's a beautiful. Then Kirkland takes it and goes all the way. Had 2 people hit him and still stayed with it and scored.
So Dothan scores again with 3:11 left in the first half. They go on top 20-0. Griswold in for the extra point. McGee holds up and good.
Good ball, good kick. 3 beautiful kicks. I tell you what I like about Griswold. He kicks it so high. Really pretty. Gets it up in a hurry. Really good kicker.
So Dothan goes up 21-0 over Northview. And Coach, the reason Dothan has such great field position is because Northview haven't been able to move the ball out from deep in their own territory.
No, they had 3rd and short there. Couldn't get it, and just can't seem to make the play they need to move the chain. You got to move the chain, and they're not doing that.
That was a 35-yard drive, so it was a very short field for the Tigers. Northview is yet to cross the midfield line. They have made some miscues here. They've had some opportunities. Dothan fumbled the ball on that second possession, and Northview got the ball in decent field position, but they were not able to capitalize on it.
Bad snap right to start with, then penalty.
Right.
Back them back up. Making a lot of mistakes.
And it's number 23, Easley.
Easley tried to get by him then. He almost did, but just a second I thought he might. And the Dothan High did a really good job of coverage. They had, I believe that was Taylor Harrow there. Charles Corbett there making the tackle, number 24.
So Dothan will be starting on their own. Northview will be starting on their own 22-yard line.
3:05 left in the half, 21-0 Dothan.
Harris keeps it. And Kirkland gets near, but Harris gets it outside, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Picked up about 3 yards, maybe only 2 yards, you're right. Maybe just got back to the line of scrimmage.
That time, Dothan had real good penetration. Kirkland was able to penetrate and force him to run to the outside and slow him down enough to get some help. Gain of about 1, so it brings up 2nd and 9. Harris keeps it. He fakes and goes to the outside, and he gets it, takes it out to near the 30-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 29.
First play was a sweep, just coming over, trying to get around the corner, and I think they're just trying to get a first down or two and try to settle things down. Got 3rd and about 3. Double twin.
And is it intercepted?
Looks like it was. Great tip there, and a defensive back, number 29 for Dothan High, did a great job of diving and getting the ball.
That was Peterson.
Yeah, Joseph Peterson. Outstanding play there.
It was an outstanding effort.
I think I've learned, I'm not going to, it's hard to throw right before half and you're trying to run the clock out.
So Dothan starts on the Northview 36-yard line. They started on the 35 their last drive and scored.
Trips to the right to see what they're going to do. And
Thomas keeps it. And he breaks a tackle. And, boy, he's hit hard.
Good job there of containing him. He really also missed a couple of blocks. Pre-show Brown did a good job of putting him down. So it makes it 2nd and long, 2nd about 7, maybe 6. Dothan High getting a hurry-up offense, trip to the left.
1:46 left in the first half. Dothan's leading 21-0. Thomas keeps it, and he's going to be taken down at the 35. He loses about 2.
Sprint out to the left, and I think he's pulling it down a little too quick, and he just needs to settle himself down a little bit. I think he's getting a little frustrated, and then he settled down. I saw him trying to get the lineman straight.
Thomas with Stratton in the backfield. And Dothan wants a timeout. So with 1:10 left in the first half, the score is Northview trailing Dothan 21-0. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. 3rd and 9 for the Tigers of Dothan. We're down to 1 minute, 10 seconds left in the half. They're leading Northview 21-0. Thomas, it goes for Kirkland, and it's incomplete. So we'll bring up a 4th down.
Looked like a little pass interference on Northview then by, I believe it was Bush, or no, it was Ambricio, but anyway, got away with one, I think, but that's okay. Good coverage. And 4th and about 8.
So Dothan goes for it again on 4th down. They've converted a couple of 4th downs. The biggest one being on their first drive. A fake punt.
Big play here.
Thomas evades the defender, and Dothan turns it over on downs.
He had plenty of time there. He just kind of threw it into the crowd down. They had a guy crossing across the field, and he just didn't see him. But he was open, but he just didn't quite see him. He had, I believe he had Peterson there. No, McGee open coming across the field.
One positive so far for Northview, the defense has actually played pretty good, Coach, because the reason Dothan's been able to score, they've had a short field tonight.
Sure.
The Northview offense have really got to get on track
yeah.
in the second half.
No momentum going at all, and they're not moving the ball, and Dothan High's basically shutting them down.
And a fumble on the snap.
Not before half, don't give it back to him again. 49 seconds left in the half, clock's running. What Northview needs to do is just get back in the dressing room and settle down a little bit. Maybe they'll come out the second half with a little different mindset. Clock's running, 37 seconds, 35, running it down. Gunnar Peters coming in at quarterback this play.
Peters takes the snap, and he hands it off to Blocker, who gets it back to the original line, back to the line of scrimmage, and that will be the last play of the half.
It's probably a good thing. Northview settled down 21-0 at half, and it could be worse. Could be worse.
It really could, Coach, because Dothan was in scoring position. They were not able to execute, and Northview defense did a really good job of stopping Dothan. So we're at halftime at Rip Hughes Stadium, Knowledge Field, where the Dothan Tigers are taking on the Northview Cougars, a crosstown rivalry, and they are leading 21-0. We'll be back with halftime activities after this timeout. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
On behalf of Mr. Tim Wilder, Superintendent of Dothan City Schools, Mr. Ron Snell, Principal of Northview High School, and Mr. Joy Aguilar, Band Director of Northview High School, please welcome to the field the mighty Northview Cougar Marching Band. The instructional staff includes Mr. Larry Batchelor, Mr. Marcus Jordan, and Mrs. Lisa Gump. Other staff members include Ron Saperio, Amanda Barkley, and Caroline Barkley. Color guard captains are Shekinah Good, Makisha Howard, and Bosnia McMillan. Major red captains are Captain Elizabeth Mishu and co-captain Victoria Taylor. Under the field direction of Laura Wise, the Cougar Band will be performing their 2011 show, A Night of Jazz. Drum Major Laura Wise, is your band ready? You may now take the field for performance.
Hello and welcome back to Ripview Stadium. We're at Knowledge Field tonight where the Dothan Tigers are playing the Northview Cougars. Hi, I'm Mick Kirkland along with Coach Harry Wayne Parris. And Coach, that first half was mostly Dothan. Northview blew some opportunities. They had some opportunities, but they weren't able to take advantage of them.
I think the whole kind of game went on what we talked about earlier. They recovered a Dothan High fumble on about the 20 or 25-yard line. First play they get it. Bad snap. Second play, penalty. Third play, maybe a penalty again. Ended up getting the ball fourth down on the 1 foot line, on their own 1 foot line. And I think that's the way the game's been all night. They've had some opportunities but hadn't taken advantage of them and kept themselves in a hole. Maybe this half they can get out of the hole and get things moving. So we'll see. Kickoff now. They fix the kickoff to them, and Dothan's kicking off to Northview.
Defensively, Northview actually did a pretty good job, even though they gave up 21 points. Dothan had great starting field position. As number 23 gets it outside, and he's going to take it down to about the 35, up to about the 35-yard line for the Cougars. That's Kennington Easley.
Cameron Melton made that tackle over there. Easley did a good job, almost broke it. Really good job of coming back to the kickoff. Maybe that sets the tone for the second half. A little bit of energy, and we need a little bit of energy, and let's move along, see if we can get something going here. If Northview can do something, I'd like for it to be a really good ball game. Of course, Dothan High's already in the playoffs.
Look, another penalty is moving back, Coach, and that's been the problem all night.
Yeah, mistakes.
Now
they had a chance to start on about the 25 or 30, and now they're back on the 10 or 12.
Yeah.
Well, that's been the story all night long.
Kind of quickly recapping the scoring drives. Dothan scored first with 4:43 left in the first on a 1-yard run by Peterson. That was set up by a fake punt on the 4th down by Dothan, and McGee was able to get the first down. Harris, and it's incomplete. That was number 28.
Kaylee Blocker out of the backfield, wasn't it? I believe that.
Yeah, it was Blocker.
Blocker out of the backfield, and just an out pass. He overthrew a little bit, but might ought to have that ball. But anyway, second long, and they need to get out of this hole here.
Right, just get a few yards and get the first down and just try to sustain a drive.
Kevin Jackson, the coach for Dothan High, and played for me. He's a linebacker for me and a great linebacker. Played free safety.
Harris breaks loose, and he picks up a first down, but did I see a flag?
Maybe not.
Okay.
They ad-libbed a little bit, a little pass thing. He pulled it down and ran. I think he almost gets the first down, or it makes it 3rd and short.
Yeah, it's going to be just short.
3rd and about a yard.
Dothan scored their second touchdown with 9:44 left in the second on a 1-yard run by Peterson. They scored again with 3:11 left in the first half on a 35-yard TD pass from Thomas to Adrian Kirkland. So that gives them a 21-0 lead. 3rd and short for the Cougars.
Under the center this time, Thomas is. And seemed like extra effort might have got him a first down. I don't know, though. Doesn't look like he got it. Maybe.
Looked like there was a little confusion in the Northview backfield.
Yeah, they took the snap under the center, which they hadn't done that all year that I've seen them. And be a 4th down.
They're going to measure for the first down, but from here it looks a little short.
Yeah, can't really tell, but they just got up under the center in a straight dive play, and in good fight by Kaylee Blocker, I believe, was fighting to try to get yards. Now they're about a foot short.
So Northview's a foot short. We'll see if they punt or if they go for it.
Well, 4th down, and they're going to probably look like they're going to go for it.
This will be 4th and about a foot for the Cougars. In just a one-back set with a quarterback under the center. Dothan High's got everybody on the line of scrimmage. There's no linebackers. Now they're dropping one back. About 58 back, Greg Sanders. Everybody's down. I don't know. Well, he might have extra effort. I think his second effort He may have gotten the first down.
Yeah. Might have got it. Big play call there. That set the tone for the whole second half.
And that was a big play. And it's the first down for Northview. A gutsy call, and they executed and was able to get the needed yardage and to pick up a first down.
Well, they have nothing to lose, I suppose. They, this is this is their playoff game, so they have nothing to lose. They might as well go for it, I suppose. I don't know if I could have done that, but anyway, it's first down and 10. That moves the chain. That's what they need to concentrate on, is moving the stick.
That's right.
Drops back, flare pass. Great tackle there by number 15 for Sherman Hill, number 12 for I think it was 15.
That was Blocker on the reception. And he actually lost
the flare pass out there. And
so it brings up second and about 12. Blocker in the backfield with Harris.
To the right.
Harris going to be thrown for a loss.
That was number 16 a minute ago. That was Hunter Smith that made that great tackle there on the open field. Hunter Smith, number 16 for Dothan High. So that brings down
and so Northview is in third and long again.
Yeah.
And, they're just shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah, just can't seem to move the chain.
They picked up a first down. They moved the ball out to the 22-yard line. And now they are at about the 16.
No back set.
At about the 11.
Yeah, man in motion. Got Kelly Blocker in motion, fakes the lead.
And it's complete. And they are advancing to the 15.
Had a quick screen then, and who was that, number 20?
20.
Oh, number 20 for Northview, Caleb Beasley. Almost had a pretty good play, just couldn't get around one block there to open it up. He might have picked up some yards if he had a.
So Northview will punt.
Hutto back, punting.
Gets off a punt, and it rolls dead at about the 39-yard line.
Once again, Northview gives Dothan High great field position on the 39-yard line. The first series of the second half, and down 21-0, and just can't move the sticks. You've got to be able to run the clock and move the sticks, putting a lot of pressure on the defense here. And but the defense had played well. They like you said earlier, they played outstanding football.
Northview has started on their own 20, the 22, the 22, the 35, and 22. So they haven't had much field position. Kirkland takes it to the 35.
Run the little counter dive in there, and kind of a crisscross reverse type of thing looks like off the old play off the wing tee, and picked up about 4 or 5 yards. And let's say we had Spivey and Brown making the play.
So it brings up a 2nd and 6 for the Tigers.
One back set, 3 receivers, tight end to the right. Option play.
And great play by Blocker. And there's a flag. I meant Marvin Bush. I'm sorry.
I was going to think, yeah, you said Marvin.
Yeah,
Marvin Bush was a really good play. That's a great play there. And bad read on the quarterback. He obviously, when he got hit that quick, he should have pulled it. But he probably came from a different read. And let's see what they're calling here. They had a flag here. Look like they're warning the sideline for Dothan High.
Illegal formation on the offense, 5-yard penalty.
No.
So Dothan's called for a violation, and they will move the ball back 5 yards. But it was a really good play by Bush. So I guess they'll take Okay, they're marching off the 5 yards.
Yeah. 5 yards. So it'll be a second down and about 11. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left, one back set. No tight end.
McGee has been quiet tonight for the Dothan Tigers. Thomas gives it to Stratton. And he's going to be taken down inside the 30 at about the 29. It's going to be close to a Dothan first down.
Just a speed sweep. Good play. The offensive lineman for, I'm trying to get those for Dothan High.
66, 70, 78, 71.
Okay, you've got Thomas. You've got Bryant Griggs, Prince Rogers, Aaron Thomas, Daniel Hill, and Franklin. That's the offensive lineman.
They give it to Stratton. He picks up a first down, moves the ball near the 25.
Just a speed sweep again, handing it to him. And Dothan High just methodically moves the football, and they're not making many mistakes. And so that's the difference in the ball game, I think. Bryant Griggs is the right tackle. Prince Rogers is right guard. Center is Claude Brown.
Pass out to McGee, and he's still up. McGee, and he loses the ball. He fumbles, and it's recovered by Northview. Well, let's see what to call it. We'll see if they say he was already down.
Really close there on that. But anyway,
they say he was down.
McGee did a lot of hustle there. Northview kept staying with him, and he dropped the ball. But they gave it to him. They said he'd already touched the ground. Back to set twin to the right, offset I. They've been running the lead play with that one. They're running out of option. They run the lead.
Thomas is taken down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Faked the lead, and then Thomas kept it, and then Northview did a good job of stopping it. It was third and long.
So the Cougars have really done a good job of slowing down the Dothan offense.
They really have. They've just if you'd moved the sticks, they would have been a lot better. Offset eye to the left, twins to the right, split in to the left. No tight end.
Thomas was intended for number 21.
Maurice Fluellen. No, that's not. Excuse me. 21. I mean Jeremy Saffold. Yeah. I don't think he's kin to Mickey Saffold. He used to play for me. Jeremy Saffold anyway, and ball thrown a little bit behind him. Makes it a fourth down. I think they're going to try a field goal here. They're going to let Giswald try one. I'll tell you what, he kicks it high. You're not going to block it. Now, he might not make it, but if he kicks it high like he does the extra point, he gets it up real quick and in a hurry. Looks really good if he just got the leg to get it there.
37-yard attempt. Up. And it's off. He misses.
Good try, though. And our coach needs to do some of that. He needs to give that kid some opportunities. I think he just started kicking the best. He worked himself into a pretty decent kicker here. And that he just needs to get a little stronger, get his body a little stronger, and work on those weights and get where he can kick it further.
And the Cougar defense stops the Tigers again.
Did a good job. So now they just need again, as we're repeating ourselves like an old man here, but got to move the sticks. Got to get first downs, and they're still in this ball game, Mitt.
They are.
21-0 is not insurpassable. You can win the ball game.
So
3 plays is all it is.
A low snap. Harris chased out of the pocket, and he tries to hit number 9, and that was an ill-advised pass. It could have been picked off.
I think he saw the guy coming right before he was coming. Thought Adrian Brooks, and he threw it down in the ground and Smart. It was either Smart or Lucky, but I think it was Smart. Now to second down. Northview's not had a second and short all night, I don't believe. They've been in second and long all night long. They've had some third and shorts, but not second and short. And that puts you in a lot of tough situation when you're having to call the same kind of play on second down you do on first. Screen.
And it's intercepted. And by number 80 for the Tigers, that time he just forced that pass, and it's a costly interception. That was by Franklin Williams.
A middle screen's a dangerous play to call down there when you backed up, and it's and you know Franklin Williams did a good job of covering it and pulling it on in, and almost scored. So let's see if the defense can do it again. They've been on there all night long trying to slow them up, and
so Dothan will be starting on the Northview 5-yard line. And we've talked about field position all night, Coach.
Dothan High stayed on this end, on there. You know what? They stayed in their Northview's end the whole night. 5 minutes, 14 seconds left, 21-0 on the 5-yard line, first and goal. 2 tight ends, unbalanced line.
And Northview wants a timeout. So with 5:14 left in the third, the score is Dothan 21, Northview nothing. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. First and goal for the Tigers of Dothan. The ball at the 5-yard line after the interception by Franklin Williams.
2 tight ends, man in motion, and just a regular power set. Dothan High has been running power to the left on this play every time. That's what they did then, but no play action.
Thomas goes and is complete for the touchdown to Bernard McGee.
Beautiful play there. Now Thomas had a beautiful play there, beautiful throw. Had him in the backfield back there. Pre-show Brown had him back there, but he just made a great play. Just a great play. That's just an athlete right there making a play.
Right.
Nothing you can do about that. There's nothing wrong with Northview's defense or anything. It's just that's going to happen. But if you're not moving the sticks, it just balloons it further. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if you give them that kind of field position,
yeah.
Dothan, this drive started on the 5-yard line, so they only had 5 yards to go for a touchdown. Extra point
Griswold kicks it up there
is good. So Dothan goes up 28-0 over the Northview Cougars with 5:07 left in the third. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. So Dothan scores after the miscue by Northview on a 5-yard touchdown pass from Thomas to McGee. They've connected quite a few times this year. Northview takes the ball at the 5, and they're going to be dropped at about the 14. That was Kennington Easley on the return.
And making the tackle for Northview was Jeremy Sappho. Did a good job of getting down there, making that tackle. And back to what we've been saying the whole time. Let's see if we can move the sticks. And
so Northview will be starting at their own 15. Their last drive, they started at the 20. The previous drive, they started at the 12. So they have been backed up deep in their own territory all night. Nothing there. That was Kennington. Was it Easley or Blocker?
Blocker, I think, made the play. Yeah, made the run. Didn't just a dive option and give him the ball. Second and about 8. I think you got Prince Rogers. Is that Prince Rogers or making the tackle?
White has been quiet tonight. You know, they haven't tried to get the ball deep to Marquez White.
Yeah, he's one of the. That was Travis Gore, I think.
Harris. It goes deep
to
White.
And that's what you just said. And
oh, he almost caught it.
Got it. Good coverage by
Melton.
Cameron Melton. Good job. Marquez White did a good job. Good timing. I mean, you know, that's they hadn't tried, like you said. They the good throw and catch there. Just did quite complete it.
Yeah, White almost came up with that catch, but it was real good coverage by Melton. So it will bring up 3rd and 9.
Good, real good coverage. That was this trips Northview's trip to left and single to the right, one back set. 3rd and still 8, still long yardage. They hadn't had a second and short all night long.
Harris. He's got some running room. And almost completed it.
To Adrian Brooks.
Yes.
Almost a great play. 4th down, though, and Northview's forced to kick. I don't know if they've had a first down in a while, have they?
I don't think they've had one in the second half. So Northview will have to punt again.
One of my defensive coordinator, one of my former players, Kevin Jackson, is defensive coordinator for Northview, for Dothan High. And I played at Alabama, All-American at Alabama, and proud to have Kevin in Dothan. And looks like to me doing a pretty good job. Sure shutting Northview down. This good punt there.
Really good punt. Melton fields it at the 40. And he's still on his feet, and he's going to be taken down at the 44, and there's a flag.
I think this is the first time Dothan High is going to be in their own territory since the opening of the ball game. They're going to get a penalty of thing, and they're going to be backed up. So it'll be on about their 30. Three minutes and 38 seconds left.
Let's see, as far as field position, let's listen to the ref.
On the return, have a block in the back, have a receiving team. 10-yard penalty from the spot.
Excuse me, I was off 2 yards. 32-yard line, first down. First time Dothan High has been in their territory since the first opening drive, I believe. The start of drive. So, field position definitely has played in Dothan High's favor, but because of Northview mistakes and Northview's offense.
Dothan started on the 30 to 37, the Northview 49. That was a Northview 37.
Yeah.
And
Marvin Bush makes that tackle, lead play, and Marvin Bush and Spivey makes that play. Lyman did a good job up front.
And the next drive they start on the Northview 49, then their own 35, then the Northview 35, Northview 36, Northview 39, the Northview 5. So they have started on Northview's side of the field almost all night.
Right. Play action pass coming out. So pass he flew for a touchdown a minute ago. And he throws that almost, he's thrown it, the defensive back almost misplayed it and cost himself another touchdown. But good play action throw. The wide receiver set a streak down here. That was number 1, I believe.
That was Eggleton, number 4.
Number 4
was intended for.
Number 4, Connor Eggleton just took off, fresh sophomore. And just on a fly route. Makes it 3rd and long. This is the first. Dothan High hadn't been in many 3rd and longs. They've been in a really good situation all night long. And 3 wide receivers to the right. Got a 3rd and long. Ahead 28-0. 2 minutes and 55 seconds left in the game in the third quarter.
Thomas. And he finds Melton open, and he completes it out to about the 44-yard line.
Good pass and catch there. It was a beautiful pass and catch. And he hung in the pocket then. Mitt did a really good job, the quarterback did, of hanging in there and moving the stick. The wide receiver came right at the flag and hit him right there with it. And a great catch and throw. And first down, Dothan.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the 44-yard line. They're leading 28-0 with 2:47 left in the third. The Cougars trying to stop the Tigers from adding more points. And that was number 21 on the carry for the Tigers, Jeremy Saffold.
They put, I think, Coran Williams, they put at quarterback, didn't he? Is that who they was? Number 5. Put him at quarterback, and he ran that play for DD. And he's calling the plays when they got him at quarterback now. 28-0, 2 minutes, 20 seconds left, and they need to be working some of these guys to get them better. I think the base of the defense is playing good enough for them to work on some things. Back in DD's back at quarterback. Noah Korean's in there. Motion. Up, got a movement. Left tight end move.
So Dothan's going to be penalized.
No. False start on the offense, 5-yard penalty.
So Dothan's going to be backed up 5 yards. So it'll bring second at about 12. Corinne Williams in at quarterback.
Short motion, 2 pro set, drops back to throw it.
And it's complete to number 25, Stansell.
Tight end, sophomore tight end. He just ran a stop route. He didn't quite go deep enough, though. He needs to run it a little bit deeper, but it was still a good play. So it gets them in 3rd and 7, which that's makeable. That's all they were trying to do, and that was smart offensive calling, just trying to get a play where where it's makeable for a 3rd down and get a 1st down. You don't want 3rd and 20.
So there was a gain of about 6.
Yeah, that's a good play call. Got a tight end to the right again, and Kalen still at quarterback. Coran still at quarterback. Drop back throw.
He goes
Beautiful
deep.
pass.
And it's incomplete, intended for Stansell again, and we have a flag.
They call it like pass interference, but I don't know if it's on Northview or Dothan. It might be offensive pass interference.
We'll have to see what the call is. We're down to 55 seconds left in the 3rd. Dothan's leading crosstown rivals Northview 28-0.
Defense, pass interference, 15 yards and a 1st down.
Defense, Northview got it. So Dothan High is back on their side of the field. I didn't really see that because it's hard to see that far away, but it gives them 1st down, gives Dothan life again. 1st down on the 38. They're staying in 2 tight ends with 1 back set and using Coran at quarterback. Coran Williams, the sophomore quarterback. Got a pretty good arm.
Yeah, so we have a timeout on the field with 55 seconds left in the 3rd. The score, Dothan 28, Northview 0. You're watching the Scenics Sports Network.
I knew I wouldn't miss.
1st and 10 for the Dothan Tigers. The ball at the 39-yard line of Northview. Pass out to Kirkland, and he catches it, and he's going to be taken down at the 35.
Just a flare pass out to the right. Bush and Howard Newsom make the play for Northview. Did a good job. But 2nd and long. 33 seconds left in the quarter. I'm fixing to go to the 4th quarter, and Dothan's just methodically trying to run the clock down. Is what they're doing. They're just trying to run this game away and play some kids. And
that's Williams. It was complete. He's a 10th grader.
yeah, he's got a pretty good arm. 24 in motion for Northview. Dothan High. Charles Corbett. Play action pass. And they got him in the backfield back there. So Northview's had a pretty good rush all night. They they's hard to get their hand on. Well, they got his hand on Coran, but he's just 10th grader and just learning. But he's kind of hard to learn with that. He stepped up good, but they just couldn't quite wiggle away from him.
That was number 17, Stephen Spivey, and number 38, Newsom, in on the sack. And that ends the 3rd quarter play. So at the end of 3, the score is Dothan 28, Northview 0. We'll be back with the 4th quarter after this timeout. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Hello and welcome back to Rippey Stadium. We're at Knowledge Field tonight, where we have the crosstown rivals, Dothan High School and Northview High School, in the 37th meeting between those teams. High Hi, I'm Mick Kirkland along with Coach Harry Wayne Parrish, and we're missing our good buddy Jimbo tonight from the sideline.
Sure miss him. He's going to be in the skybox tomorrow in Alabama, so he's gotten too good for us.
Oh yeah, you know, this is no skybox.
Yeah, no, I'm glad he got to go. I know he's excited about having a good time in Tuscaloosa. Anytime Alabama-Tennessee plays, that's a lot of fun. Play action pass and got a wheel route called and got the guy wide open for a touchdown.
To number 4. That's Connor Egerton.
Just ran a deep wheel route, and then we came off of one of them. Didn't stay with the man. You got to stay with the man, not the ball. And beautiful pass by Coran Williams, the sophomore quarterback, throws it in there. So start of the fourth quarter, Dothan opens up with about how much long pass?
39 yards.
39-yard touchdown pass. Beautiful. And some people call that running up, but I think it's, he's working on a 10th grade quarterback. He's just trying to improve him.
And that was a beautiful pass.
Yeah. Now they throw so much. And
so Dothan goes up 34-0. The point after attempt by Timothy Griswold.
He gets that ball high now. I really like him. He gets it all and gets extra point good and makes it 35-0. 11 minutes and 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Dothan puts together a 68-yard drive and cap it off with a 39-yard touchdown pass from Williams, the backup quarterback, to Egerton. Put Dothan on top 35-0. And we've talked about field position all night, Coach, and we'll see if Northview's able to get in a field position here.
Easily gets the ball on about the 12, about the 8. Got a little bit of blocking. He'll come on and just quiet and good and quiet, get anybody moving there and start the ball on about the 22-yard line, 23 maybe. I don't believe Northview's had a first down this half, so let's just see what 11 minutes and 43 seconds left in the ball game, and Northview's offense has just really, really struggled all night long.
They really have. The defense, even though they've given up 35 points, but they've been put in a bad position, field position. So
absolutely,
they've made some good plays, but Dothan has just been able to move the ball. They have so many weapons.
Yeah.
Harris takes it across the 35 out to about the 39-yard line.
Just a midline option, him keeping the ball, going up the middle, picked up about 18 yards, and good play call. That's the first down of the second half for Northview.
So Northview's yet to get across the 50-yard line tonight. They have not been able to get into Tiger territory. 1st and 10. Harris keeps it, and he picks up about a yard. He gets to about the 40. That time the hole closed in
just
quickly.
Makes it second and about 9. $10 minutes, 50 seconds left in the ball game. 2nd and 9, and they're back in the gun. Trips to the left, single to the right, one back set. Same lineman. You got Medford and Ballmuth and Cooper and Henson and
completed on the blocker, and he breaks a tackle and he picks up a couple of yards.
Really good tackling by Dothan High. They did a really good job there. Charles Corbett hit him first and came up, and people finished him off. You had Gage Sanders came up and made the tackle. 49 was hustling over there. That's Travis Gore. 16 was hustling over there. That's Hunter Smith. Dothan High is really. I'm impressed I'm impressed with their tackling. They've done a really good job of tackling people, and I think it's a lot to do with who they've been playing. They played such good football teams all year. Trips to the left, 3rd and 7.
And he gets the pass out the blocker, and he should have enough. It's a first down for Northview.
Very good job then by Jalen. He was taking off to run, then he stopped and threw it to Kelly Blocker and picked up the first down. So that's 2 first downs tonight, this half.
And the best field position Northview's had all night.
Yeah, 50-yard line, 9 minutes and 40 seconds left. They finally get decent field position.
Harris gives it to Blocker. He's got some running room, and he loses the ball, and Dothan recovers.
Fumble, had a good run, had a good drive going, and fumbled the ball and let loose the ball. And so Dothan High takes over on their own 38-yard line.
An excellent run. If he could have held on to the ball, he could have, Northview would have been in their best field position all night. Another mistake by the Cougars. So the Tigers of Dothan will be taken over with 9:41 left in the fourth. They will be starting at their own 37-yard line.
Got Thomas and got the same offensive line there, Aaron Thomas and Prince Rogers, and tight end you got Sherman Hill, 25 is Jack Stanzel, the tight end is coming in there. 78 is Daniel Hill.
So Northview wants the timeout. So with 9:41 left in the fourth, the score is Dothan 35, Northview nothing. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. First and 10 for the Tigers of Dothan after the fumble by Northview. Williams hands it off. And there was number 21, Jeremy Saffold, on the carry.
Sophomore turning back. He's playing some players in there. He's got some of his players. He got some of the same offensive linemen. Most of the offensive linemen, but most of those are young. Anyway, Aaron Thomas is the only senior in there that he's left in there.
So a gain of about 3. So it brings up 2nd and 7.
9 minutes and 5 seconds left in the ball game, and Dothan High's got a second, and like you said, 7 yards, and running just a regular tight end I formation and basic stuff and regular power play.
Williams gives it to Saffold again. He advances the ball out to about the 45.
Corey Whitehurst is the right tackle they're coming at there.
So we'll bring up 3rd and about 3.
45.
Between got somebody jumped. Done good about doing that all night. That was
Number 59 for Northview.
Trey Balcom got in the.
On the defense, 5 yards.
Gives Dothan High a first down. 8 minutes and 20 seconds left, 35-0. Dothan High just trying to run the clock out, running basic plays.
Williams hands it off to Saffold, and he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage.
He did a lot of hustle. They couldn't ever get him down, but they all of them gang tackling. Finally, the whistle, referee blew the whistle. 7:48 left, 35-0. Make it second and long. Just been a really unique Northview Dothan High ball game. Northview's defense played real well, and we just couldn't get anything started offensively. And Dothan High's had great field position, so that's just been the tale of the ball game. We've repeated that about 1,000,000 times, but that's just the way it is. Dothan High staying in 2 tight ends with an eye, regular pro set. He's going to throw the ball now, play action passing, and going to throw a little bit. And don't need to get out of bounds trying to run the clock out. But anyway, he got out of bounds and stopped the clock. And that's a 10th grade quarterback not thinking. Needs to keep the clock running. Anyway, third down and 7:07 left, and when you into the ball game, you're ahead 35-0. You try to run the clock out. You're not trying to get out of bounds or anything like that. You're trying to run it on down to get the thing.
So it's 3rd and 9 for the Tigers of Dothan.
Got a pro set to the right with one back.
Williams is going to be dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
And they get him back. They're going to throw it deep again. And they stopping the clock to continue to run. You got a 4th down. Dothan High will be punting. Dothan High Northview did a good job of getting back there. 59, you had Trey Balcom and Jay Godwin, some of them guys in there on the play.
White back deep. Up. Dothan fake the punt, and it's complete, and it's a 1st down. And that's Kirkland, and he's going to take it in to the end zone. Touchdown, Dothan, a 51-yard pass from Williams.
Got a flag on the play, though. I don't necessarily agree with that call.
Well, I think it's going to come back.
An illegal man downfield from 5 yards from the spot.
So that was coming back. The fake punt on 4th down. So Dothan will probably have to punt now after the 5-yard penalty. So Timothy Griswold is back to punt. Marquez White back deep for the Cougars. That was a high snap, but Griswold was able to handle it. And the ball just rolls inside of the 15. It's going to be down at the 11-yard line. So Northview with terrible field position again. Their last 3 possessions, they started on their own 15, their own 24, and this time their own 12. We're down to 6 minutes, 12 seconds left in the game. The Dothan Tigers are leading the Northview Cougars 35-0. Harris hands it off to Blocker, and he picks up about a yard.
Just a basic midline option, didn't get anything, so it makes it 2nd and long.
And you've talked all night, Coach, about them being in 2nd and long every time.
Yeah, they just hadn't got up. They maybe one time they've gotten a 2nd and short. It really destroys your offense. If you can go 2nd and 5 or 2nd and even 6, but if you're 2nd and 9 and 10, your play calling totally changes. I mean, you just can't run an offense this way. And I've been real disappointed in offense and not doing a lot, tonight to do anything. But
Harris goes long and is almost picked off by number 1 for the Tigers, Barner.
Yeah, Jared.
Barner. I'm sorry.
Jeremy Lockett.
Lockett. It was intended for number 20, Easley. Caleb Easley.
Just a deep seam route. He didn't see the free safety. Jalen didn't. Free safety was roaming free back there, and as soon as he threw it, he reacted to the ball. And you have to find that free safety, especially when they're playing what they're playing now. They're just playing basically probably man free. That means free safety's free, so he don't have a man.
Harris keeps it, and he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Just a regular outside beer option, and Jalen tried to read it and try to pull it. Did a good job of pulling it, but when he pulled it, Dothan High did a good job of coming back with him. So a 4th down and long, and they're punting it again. Hutto's back in there punting it again, and a little less than 5 minutes left in the ball game, and
And they're punting, they're inside the 10-yard line. So they will have to punt it out of the end zone. Back for Dothan is number 2, Melton. He gets a high punt, and it goes out of bounds at about the 39. They're going to say it went out at the 40.
39-yard line, basically. Nearly 40. So Dothan High will have the ball, 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the ball game, and 35-0.
So Dothan is starting again in Northview territory. Most of their drives tonight have started inside the Northview territory. Williams hands it off to Saffold.
Just a lead play, that basic lead play of the left tackle they've been running all night long, and right now Dothan's just content to run the clock down, let the clock go, and this is when they need to work on running the clock out. How to take as much time. How many seconds the referee gives you? 25 seconds to look at the clock. So you look at the clock and let it run down to about 5, and then you start snapping it. And so you can run with one first down. You can basically run nearly 4 minutes off the clock. Down to 7-6, and go ahead and run it.
So it's a 2nd and 8.
On a dive play.
They give it to Saffold, and he's going to be hit.
And then what you don't do is you don't give the referee the ball. So he threw the ball down the ground. You don't do that because the referee, the clock doesn't. The longer it takes to spot it, the more the clock runs off. So you don't give him the ball. That's a little trick.
A little trick.
You act like you can't. Not the referee. You get up and walk around and say, oh yeah, and then you flip him the ball, but you don't let him have the ball because he can't spot it without the ball. Third down and 10.
And it's completed down to about the 30.
So make it 4th and about a foot, and 2 minutes and 48 seconds left in the ball game, and the clock's running. And see, again, they don't know how to run the clock as much as they can. They need to practice that.
So it's a 4th and 1 for the Tigers of Dothan.
Back a long time ago, was a guy, Jeff Davis, that's named Billy Livings, that taught me how to run the clock out. He's one of the best coaches the state of Alabama I ever had. He was won the state at Jeff Davis a couple of times, and he could run some time off the clock.
4th and 1.
They don't get it, so Northview will take over with 2 minutes and about 7 seconds left in the game. In the game.
And so Dothan turns it over on downs.
Northview did a good job of not quitting, of staying in there all ball game. Defense, played hard all night, basically. Like I said, the offense has been the scapegoat tonight, and they're the ones that's been the problem.
Yeah, the defense really has played a respectable game. They have been put in a very bad position because Dothan has started in Northview territory much of the game.
Well, Dothan High's defense is really, Kevin Jackson for Dothan High's defense coordinator, done a heck of a job of stuffing them. Speed sweep, fake, no, just a lead, just option. Just giving to Jalen, and I think Northview just satisfied to run the clock down too. 2 minutes left, 1:59, and
Harris takes it out to about the 35.
Northview started off the season fairly strong, and now they're 3-5 and 3-6.
And Dothan will move to 6-3.
Yeah, opposite things, and I don't know who Northview's got last. I don't know who North Dothan High's got Wetumpka up there.
Wetumpka, right. Flag.
Northview delay of the game. And
so that will move the Cougars back 5 yards.
.130 left in the ball game. Got a 2nd and 12.
They had the ball off to, well, that was number 5, Brown, on the carry. We're down to under a minute left.
Clock running down, 52 seconds left. Got a 3rd and 12. Could be the last play here.
At the end of the game. Please do not go onto the field after the game.
Breaks a tackle and gets the ball out across midfield down to about the 47-yard line. They're going to mark it down to 45. 11 seconds left. That was Apprecio Brown.
Good run. That was a good run. Apprecio has played hard all his career. He's really put a lot into the football career.
He's a senior, and this will be his last game at Northview Stadium. And the clock runs out, and it's history. So the Dothan Tigers defeat the Northview Cougars by a score of 35-0. Any closing comments, Coach?
Well, I was just really proud of Dothan High the way they played, and Northview's defense played well. And it's just Northview's program needs to catch up with Dothan High. And but I'm proud of Dothan High. They're in the playoffs. They're 6-3, going to Wetumpka next, and then they'll play Daphne and McGill-Toolen. And really excited for them. And Northview's got one more game to finish their season. But Northview's made some improvement from last year. So anyway, I had a great time, Mitt. Had a great time all year and enjoyed it.
Well, we appreciate you taking the time to be with us, Coach, and we'd like to thank Superintendent Tim Wilder and you, Chairman of the Board of Education, Dothan City Schools. You wear a lot of hats, Coach Parrish.
Yeah.
You do. And
Have
you
a lot
mean
of
a
fun,
lot to
though.
this community. You have really done a lot for the school system and the athletic programs here in Dothan. So kind of recapping the scoring drives of the game. Dothan scored first with 4:43 left in the first on a 1-yard run by Peterson to make it 7-0. Dothan scored again with 9:44 left in the second on a 1-yard run by Peterson to make it 14-0. The next score came with a 35-yard TD pass from Thomas to Adrian Kirkland to make it 21-0 with 3:11 left in the first half. Dothan came back and scored again with 5:07 left in the third on a 5-yard TD pass from Thomas to McGee to make it 28-0. And their final score came with 11:51 left in the fourth on a 39-yard TD pass coming from Williams, the backup quarterback, to Egerton. It was a 68-yard drive. So that's going to about wrap it up for us this year from Northview Stadium Knowledge Field. Our cameraman tonight, we want to thank him, Willie Elder, and we're missing two of our good friends tonight, Jimbo Lofton, who has been our sideline reporter for the entire season. He's preparing for the Alabama-Tennessee game.
Having a good time, and I'm proud of him. Having a lot of fun for him.
And Keith Martin, who's helped us out this year. Keith was planning on being here tonight, but one of his children came up ill tonight, and he contacted me and let me know that he wouldn't be able to be here, but we appreciate his help. So that's going to end it this year for us. We want to say good night from Riphew Stadium, Knowledge Field, where the Dothan Tigers defeat the Northview Cougars 35-0. You have been watching the Scenic Sports Network.
You've been watching High School Football Game Night, presented by Scenic Cable Network and Productions. Join us again next time.